Hello! Today I'm here to introduce a very good news to all Amadeus Self-Service API users that now we have a dedicated GPT available in the GPT store in OpenAI. This is for you to try and get all the relevant information about Amadeus Self-Service API as a chatbot. First, if you don't know what is GPT, GPT is a new feature that OpenAI team recently announced to replace the ChatGPT plugin. So now, if you are a ChatGPT Plus user, in the UI of ChatGPT, you can check the GPT store to explore all the custom ChatGPT available. So now, in this GPT store, you can search Amadeus Self-Service API Assistant. So let's type Amadeus. And you can now see as a first result, Amadeus Self-Service API's Assistant specialized in Amadeus Self-Service API informations. So if you click it, now you are in Amadeus Self-Service API Assistant GPT. Now this GPT is instructed to answer you the questions related to Amadeus Self-Service API. So if you ask anything about Self-Service API, it will give you the answers based on the information that we have in the developer's documentations. So let's see how it works. So I will just ask the simple questions. How can I create a flight booking engine? So if you ask these questions, behind the scenes, this GPT is instructed to trigger an actions to call the Retrieval API to retrieve the information directly from the developer documentation using the embedding model. So if you confirm this, it will trigger the API. And now it's grabbing the response from the API. So as you can see that this query has been sent, and it seems like it received the informations already. So these informations are coming from the developer documentation that we have, and we let the ChatGPT to digest these informations. And for your information, all the GPT is using the GPT-4 version 4. So cool, this gives, now it gives the accurate informations of what APIs that I need to use to complete the flight booking flow to build the flight booking engines with some informations about the documentations that we have, as I mentioned. If you click it, yes, we have these documentations related to all the flights functionality. Also, there is an example prototype links that we have available in the documentations also for you to check and to get inspired of what you can do as a flight booking engine. Cool. So this is how it works. You can ask any questions related to Amadeus Self-Service APIs, and it will help you to get the dedicated information from the developer documentations. And now, if anyone is interested in the details of how it works, I can show you the diagram. So in the ChatGPT, once you use the dedicated GPT available behind the scene for Amadeus Self-Service API Assistant GPT, this is how it works. So first, we have this Amadeus for Developer documentations based in the Markdown. And as I mentioned, we have built the Retrieval API to retrieve the information directly from the database that we have created from the documentations. So if user asks questions related to Amadeus Self-Service API, for example, how can I get address from the hotel API? And then from the GPT, as we see that once you click the confirm, it calls the query with the same information that you ask. So once the query is injected, the API is using the embedding model to measure the relativeness of the string from the database. So from the database, this Retrieval API, it grabs the informations based on the relativeness. So here the result will come maximum 3. So these sentences are exactly coming from the documentations. So address value has been removed because we have released the new version, etc. Or also we have built some type Python tutorials, etc. So these are coming from directly from the documentations with the exact text. So these informations, the GPT share to the ChatGPT, so that ChatGPT can digest how based on their language model. And as an end result to the end users who are using this GPT, The user will receive the human text based on the information. So for example, Amadeus Self-Service API, Hotel Search API the new version has been released. So here's the Python example, etc., etc. So this is what we are getting from the GPT as a result. So that's it. This is the high-level architectures for you to understand how this GPT works. That's it. So please feel free to try the dedicated GPT for Amadeus Self-Service API if you are a ChatGPT Plus users. Your feedback would be much appreciated and it's for us to improve how we support you to use the self-service APIs better. So speaking of the feedback, as you know, we have a dedicated Discord channel. And in the Discord channel, we have created a new thread to dedicate it for this topic of this assistant GPT, for you to share the feedback and for us to listen to your voice. So based on the feedback, we may consider to implement the same feature directly into the Discord or put it in the documentations or in Portal. This is something to be explored together with you based on your feedback. That's it for today. Thank you.